So, Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. Thanks for jumping on. My name is Eric, and coming in from Columbia, South Carolina, and this is the Blank Spot Academy. Guys, as you jump on, do me a favor, drop your city and your state, double tap the screen, like or share this video on whichever platform you're on, um, and definitely show some love to the other business owners and entrepreneurs out there. This is an impromptu video. Don't have anything planned, but I do have something I want to talk about. And for those of you who are following us on our social media platforms, hope that you guys continue to follow, and I hope that the information that we share gives you brings some value to your life and to your business. I want to talk about this in a perspective to where in life we have to pivot. So, how strong is your pivot game? How strong is your pivot game? So, if you guys are in business, if you're in business and you're watching this, I want you to type the number two in the comments. I want you to type a number two in the comments if you're currently a business owner. If it's your first time seeing our broadcast, type a number one in the comments. If you've been here before, of course, we appreciate you for coming back. But I want you to share this video because hopefully this is going to help somebody. Every time we get on social media, it is not an attempt to sell a product, but just be honest with you. Every time we get on social media, we are selling ourselves. Every time we get on social media as business owners, we are selling ourselves. So in a sense, we are selling a product. But this particular time on social media, I don't want to just be a hard seller or a soft seller. I want to be somebody who's going to hopefully add some value to your life and to your business. If you are in business, whether you work in a job or have a business, it doesn't matter. But the question is, how strong is your pivot game, and what have you had to do since being, doing what you've been doing to pivot in business? What have you had to do to change? Um, so now I'm on TikTok Live as well, but I'm not on the shop. So the shop's probably giving me some alerts to share some products. Not about that right now, but you guys are more than welcome to come on in and hear what I have to say. For those of you who are on Facebook in our group, and also who are on YouTube that sees this information, I want you guys to just think about this, and just whether it's something that you think about in the forefront or you just put it in the back of your mind. I want you to think about this, how you're going to go and how you're going to proceed as far as the things that changes in our business. Um, so we started off in business probably about almost 8.5, almost 9 years ago now, and we had a vision to teach and share and educate. Well, that evolved into us not having to go to a job and being able to do this full time. And now what we do is we have a retail store, and that retail store is a store that sells sublimation blanks and supplies. We started off selling sublimation blanks, and we had to pivot. We had to pivot because of the demand. We had to pivot because of the things that were being required and things that were being requested of us to different items and different products. So we started putting not just sublimation blanks supplier, but sublimation blanks and supplies. So we now do vinyl. Um, we provide sublimation transfers. We have our ink, our paper. We also connected with a company that does detail transfers, so we collaborated with them as well to make ourselves more appealing and more useful to the community that we serve. Well, we had to pivot, and I guess this comment is coming because of a this 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 topic is coming because of a comment that was made, a post that we have on right now that's getting some traction on TikTok. Um, we have a post that's getting some pretty good traction. We're doing tumbler wraps. Okay, we're doing tumbler wraps, football tumbler wraps. And these football tumbler wraps, this is the end finished product, right? What we can do. So that post that we're getting that's getting some traction has attracted a lot of people. And the most recent comment that I responded to was a user that was talking about we're doing something or I'm doing something just because um there's a lot of other people doing it. Specifically, the comment read, um, I'm doing tumblers because I see a lot of females doing tumblers, and I figure that I have to get in on that too. Um, just so you know, business is about supply and demand. It's about supply and demand. And if you can find a a a product that consumers want and fill in that gap with that product, then you've just created a solution to somebody's problem. So the supply and demand idea of what we're doing, whether it's on TikTok shop, whether it's on YouTube shopping, Facebook shop, any other marketplace, Instagram, Amazon, um, you know, Walmart shopping, it doesn't matter. If you can find a product that's gonna slide into um, a customer's mental DM, present that product to them, and if it's gonna solve a solution, solve a problem for them, provide a solution, solve a problem for them, then you just created a space in the marketplace. You just created a space in business that you are valuable, and that's what it's all about. So we had to pivot. We started off doing one thing, and we shifted to doing something else. Now, the one thing that I want to share with you guys, and I want you to think about this and consider, is that there's always going to be somebody who does not believe in what you're doing. But you have to ask yourself, if you are doing whatever you're doing, if you're called to do it, if you're doing it for your purpose, if you're doing it because you like whatever the reason you're doing it, there's not going to be it's not going to always be somebody who agrees with you, but how you do it is going to matter, and how strong, mentally strong you are to be able to pivot in a society where trends are always coming at you, where fads are always coming at you. DS, fads. I'm sorry, I don't want get the wrong impression. Well, when trends are coming at you, the trending now, that's trending now, and you're trying to stay above head. When those things are happening, it's always it's always important to kind of read those things. It's always important to try to read what's going on and try to be able to foresee. So the topic of this conversation is how strong is your pivot game? How strong is your pivot game? This is whether you have a job or own a business. Now, people who have jobs, they figured out. A person that has a job figured out that the most valuable thing that they have in their life is probably their time. And they figured out how to trade time. Okay. Um, Much like a business owner has created a product or has bought a product that they can resell. Um, and they realize that that product is an important part of the economy. And that product allows you to provide for your family just as well as your time. So we had to pivot, and we continue to pivot. How strong is your pivot game? What are you doing in your business, and how has things affected or in your life? How has things affected you since you got started on your journey or in your endeavor? The biggest thing that I found out is that there's always going to be some type of social media platform out there that's going to allow us to express ourselves and broadcast our products and services. We know that social media started off being social. Social media started off being social. I think the platform really that I can see started off as how to was YouTube. I I just got to say that every other social media platform started off as how can I stay in touch with my family and friends who may live states away, minutes away, states away, whatever. But in 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 the in the growth of social media and in the development of social media, business owners and people who have started small businesses out of their homes, people who have started small businesses out of the back of their trunks, people who have started small businesses out of one room areas, they have figured out the importance of social media. So they've had to pivot as well. You had to pivot to understand that the importance of sharing your products and services on social media. So I'm talking to specifically right now for the people who see this in our private Facebook group. There's a lot of people out there who are struggling with the idea of should I step my business up? Should I go from crafting to starting a business? A lot of people out there are just crafting right now. They're crafting and they're making a little money here and there, and they're putting a little extra money in their pockets, and there's nothing wrong with that. So this next one is specifically for the people who are in our Facebook group. And I need to probably, D and I probably need to talk to y'all more and share more information to give you guys more value. But the question is, how are you pivoting, or how have you pivoted since you got started with your craft? How have you pivoted since you got started with your business? What have you done to shift or change to attract people to you? Everybody out there everybody out there, oddly enough, everybody out there wants to buy something. We live in a society that has shown us how to buy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We've been taught how to buy, but not a lot of people are cool with being sold to. So how are you attracting people to you? How are you attracting people to your product, and how are you marketing and sharing your information? How have you had to pivot from opening or starting your operation from your dining room table, from your guest bedroom that you turn into an office? How have you changed that effect to what's going on right now with the all the different ideas with people selling right now? So TikTok Shop being one of the one of the newest, as I understand, one of the newest platforms that is trending for people to sell their items. There's lots of people who are getting on TikTok Shop more and more, and they're either going viral or they're making some extra money in their business. So what I'm going to tell you is this: in my opinion, this is just my opinion, because we have a website. We have websites for our businesses, and we have always taken the opportunity to attach our websites to our business. Okay, so we were always, for as far as TikTok is concerned, we were always able to do a video or write a post and then tag that product, and people could actually shop and click on that product and buy it. The only thing that has, in my opinion, the only thing that has changed with TikTok Shop, or how it has evolved and pivoted, is that people who were just hustling, people who were just crafting, people who were just doing, under the table deals, they now have a pretty much a website or a marketing platform through TikTok Shop, which now they don't need a website. They're able to upload products. They're able to put things on their product, on the videos, and add those products and tag those products, and people can actually shop with them. And then TikTok allows them to go live. So that's another thing. Something else I noticed on this platform, I'm talking about YouTube now, because we have a certain amount of followers, and we do have our website connected to our YouTube channel. We're able to post videos and then tag our products so people can see the video and they can shop and be tagged. So, I mean, it's a lot of different things that the social media platforms have pivoted to gain more users. And then we as business owners have also used or starting to use these platforms to gain more customers. So it works hand in hand. But the question is, and I want you to take this with you as I close. I want you to think about this. How mentally strong are you to be able to pivot when you start doing something one way and it is not actually working out the way that you thought it was going to work? How strong are you mentally to pivot and change or shift to something else that's going to work? That's the question I have for you. How mentally tough are you to pivot? How strong is your pivot game? Everything's not going to always work out the way that we want it to work out. So you have to be aware of the trends, the fads, the things that are going on in our community, in your lane, in your business lane, or whatever. You got to be aware of that, and you got to be able to pivot, because if you cannot pivot, you're going to be a thing of the past. So I just want to share that. I want to share that this morning. Hopefully it brought some value to some people. Hopefully some people got something out of it. And if you're seeing this in our Facebook group, hopefully you'll look at this video. It's a short video, but hopefully you'll look at this video when you sit down and have some time to look at this video and see how you can adjust what you're currently doing to improve, and also take note and take account of how you've had to adjust and shift since you've gotten started. Because as you grow in business, as you grow in doing whatever it is that you're doing, you're definitely going to have to learn how to shift all these old ways of, I only do it like this, I only do it like that. This is how I was taught. This is how my mama did it. This is how my daddy did it. We live in a society. We live in a time to where we have to pivot. We have to be able to shift. You can find our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is the blank spot, and our Facebook group is the blank spot sublimation group. But you have to stop. We have to stop thinking about how we grew up, and those memories are great, but we have to live in the now. We have to live in the now. Hey, professor, how you doing? We have to live in the now, and we have to think about where we're going to go in order to be able to live and survive in the future. Pivoting is a word that is loosely used, but I really don't think that people really understand what pivoting actually means. Grand Rising, simple but fancy. Thanks for jumping on. I don't really think that people understand what pivoting actually means. We pivot every day. A person who has gone from during the epidemic from making X amount of dollars, having a job that they considered to be a great job that probably was let go, or hours were cut, or the company closed. They had to pivot to another job that probably reduced their income in some type of way. So the word pivot, I believe, is not used in the best way. And we pivot every day. So as far as business is concerned, or if you're crafting, or you're doing a hobby, and you're gonna continue to do this thing, ask yourself, how strong is my pivot game? How strong is my pivot game? Royalty by Blanks. Thanks for jumping on. Grand Rising. How strong is my pivot game? And will I be able to survive another change? Will I be able to survive another trend? Will I be able to survive another next new? That's what we're going through right now. We're figuring out how to survive another next new. So we're going to talk about that later on this week as we jump on and go live and share some of our products and our services. But for this call, I just wanted to come on and just share that with you because it was heavily on my mind once again, in response to a comment that someone made on one of our posts that are doing pretty well. You have to always be in the know. You have to always be paying attention to what's going on in your lane and in your field. And you got to also be able to forecast some things. So anyway, that's all I want to share. I don't want to get long-winded. My name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina, and this is the Blanks Spot. The Blanks Spot is a sublimation blanks and supply store. If you're local to Columbia, we're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 2627, across from the DMV. If you are looking to come into our store, we are open to the public. You don't have to make an appointment. However, just ask that you adhere to our office hours, our store hours. Also, we have a website. The website is the Blank Spot. Check out our social media. YouTube is the Blank Spot Academy. Of course, if you're watching us on TikTok, it's the Blank Spot. IG is the Blank Spot. Facebook page is the Blank Spot. You can find us at the Blank Spot. Anyway, don't know what that question is for there, Bobby, but you can message me and I'll answer that. I'm getting ready to get off, guys. I appreciate you guys. Happy Monday to everybody. Happy mindset shifting Monday. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Make sure you like, share, tag, and share. Hold on, let me see. So when you buy your wraps, all you have to do is press. Yeah, so these are sublimation. The wraps are sublimation wraps. I'll come on later on. Bobby. If you follow them, I'll come on later on and talk about that as well. We'll talk about that in detail when I come on later on today when I get in the store. But I just wanted to, encourage you guys to keep on pressing forward and, just be ready to pivot. You guys take care. See y'all at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.